Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Eva. Si nou pa jam konen ki es mwen, nou ka regade denye video ke nou gen sou channel lan. Jodi an nou nan show Things We Don't Talk About. Et nou vin pale jodi a de adolescence et aussi ki point de vue jen yo sur relationship and also sur basically comment y a grandi et comment yo ouais de certaines choses, de certaines questions. Donc nous allons poser une série de questions pour nous voir qui bon mindset yo ye et qui ça va penser de lui. Jeudi, guest no put things we don't talk about. C'est Gina, my little sister, and also Leina, my cousin. And c'est yo que nous gagnons jeudi pour nous parler exactly de ça me dit yo. So si toutefois nous besoin apprendre plus de comment mind en teenager fonctionner, stay tuned. Ok, nous allons demander pour yo présenter tête yo. So on a commencé avec Gina. Tell us something about you.
I'm Janina. I am a sophomore in high school, and I enjoy life.
Okay, that's good. What about you, Lena?
I am Lena. I am 18, freshman in university.
That's good. Yeah. As y'all can see, we have two smart, beautiful, black teenage girl here. Okay, so we're gonna start. And the first question I have for you guys, what is it like being a teenager? In your words.
I'd have to say freeing. You have a lot of freedom.
You think you have a lot of freedom?
Yes, I have a lot of freedom.
How so?
I mean, I get to do what I want, and it's like I'm learning in the process, so I have to be let to learn, I have to have freedom to learn.
Okay. What about you, Lena? What is it like being a teenager?
I don't think that's a... Okay, well... Okay, being a teenager, I think, is fun in a way. I mean, it's the time you learn of, like, you start to learn who you are as a person. You're being shaped in a way. But also, like, there's a lot of things that happen in your teenage years, I think, that help build you or at least tear you down. So, it's in between.
That's an interesting way to see it. Well, obviously I'm not a teenager anymore, but I was stuck in that time frame of being a teenager, and I promise you, once you start growing up, you want to go back to that time because it was a time that you can really see life in a more irresponsible way. You don't have too much on your plate. You don't have to deal with too much. So that was something that I really enjoyed being a teenager. Which lead my next question. Do you think sometimes it is difficult for other grown up to understand you?
Yeah.
How can you explain that? Like, why can't they understand?
I mean, I guess sometimes they like to think back to when they were a teenager, but they don't realize that the time has changed. So in that case, the definition of being a teenager has changed. So I guess in that sense, they don't understand.
Wow. What about you?
I don't know. My mom still acts young, so I haven't been.
So it's like you're not really having issue for her to really understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way when you have one parent that really understand, still have a young spirit, So that's more likely. So when you say, Gina, that the time has changed, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, there's more problems for one, and like, I guess our situation. I mean, like my mom, she was raised like our mom. Yeah, she was raised in like Haiti, but I was raised here, so it's different.
Mm-hmm. But different in what way? Is it different in like going out, or different in like the way teenagers act here than they act in Haiti, or the way that her parents raised her and the way she should raise you right now because the time has changed?
In a sense, because I mean she still does treat me like your typical Haitian mom, but I guess I would say she's a lot more understanding. She would tell me like stories about her mom and how strict they were in her household. But here it's a little less than that.
Yeah. So, I mean, to just jump right into it, I have some question for you guys, because growing up, I always wanted to ask this question. I don't know if you guys have it, and probably y'all will give me some answers about what you think about it. Like, when I was growing up, my parents always said that you are too young to have a relationship or to have a boyfriend or to go out with somebody. What do you think is the age where you can start having a boyfriend for you?
I don't really know. I guess it depends on the person. When another person feels ready to put themselves out there, you know, I wouldn't put like an age limit on it, because you know everyone is different.
What about you?
I agree, but I think like if you were to put an age, I would say maybe like 16 at least.
16?
Some people have said like if you don't have like a car or you don't have your own money, where you had to like go ask your parents, can I have this to go on a date, then technically you're just not
ready to do that, right?
Yeah.
But you think by 16 you will have like...
I mean, it all depends on like how mature the person is or how fast they grew.
That's what I would say. So you still can't put... I mean, just try and put an age on it.
For me, probably 18, to be honest, because I feel like 16, yeah, you have more responsibility, but at the same time, I feel like when you're like 18, you graduated and you're like going to college and stuff, you don't have anything to hold you back, because a lot of like high school relationships, they end at like senior year. So I feel like it'd be pointless, really, if it's not going anywhere.
Wow. See, that's the exact... You have something to say there?
No, I was just laughing at the wow.
But I mean, I mean, it's really... Because I really used to think like that. I used to think that having school type of relationship, it's really a waste of time. Why? Because we are young. We don't really know what we want. And we just wanna go out there and have a boyfriend just for the trend, just because your friends have a boyfriend, or just because you don't wanna be alone, you wanna go out sometime, and you feel like to go out sometime you will need somebody with you, or you will need to have like that cute girlfriend boyfriend relationship. I know for sure having a relationship young at that age, it's a waste of time, a waste of like you're gonna have your heart broken for no reason, when you could have avoided that, and both of you are not mature enough to know exactly what you want. So a lot of mistake and a lot of danger can be in that relationship, because my first boyfriend was at 15, but I was really mature.
Okay.
I feel like listen, I feel like I was a really mature young woman, because I was the only person I can say in my class who didn't have a boyfriend yet. And I 15, and I decided, let me tell you the reason why I decided to have a boyfriend at 15. It was after the earthquake in Haiti, and I'm like, I don't want to die. Listen, I almost died. I mean, I got close to death, basically, in the earthquake. And I'm like, you know what? I never have a boyfriend. I just don't want to die without having a boyfriend. You know, so
I think we all feel mature at that age. I mean, I feel mature now, and I don't think I'm
I think
mature.
it's a different type of mature in a way, because like you're never gonna be as mature at 15 than you were at 30.
Exactly.
But
exactly,
going back to the relationship, the high school thing, I don't think it's all nonsense, because some people, they are still high school sweethearts.
I was gonna get into that. But
let me say, okay, high school sweethearts, how many like of those relationships do we see like end?
Probably
because you never got to like
of them.
You never got to like experience.
Let's be honest.
So.
I think 90% of high school sweethearts end up not being together at the end.
But my whole thing is, I don't fully agree with this thing. Like, if you're dating in high school, you're gonna end up breaking up. Yeah, it's true. Some of them do end up breaking up, like even a year or two after. But I think if that is what you want in that time, and as you grow in that relationship, you'll understand that that's the person.
Yes, that's why. Let me tell you why I think that high school relationship are just for fun and not for the long run. Because boys in high school, they're not looking to settle down just for one girl that they just met in high school. Yes, they're not looking to settle down. They're looking for fun and they're looking to have experiences. So going into a relationship, being in high school, they're not trying to marry you. I promise you. It is rare. That's why I'm saying if you mature enough to have a relationship in high school, you gotta know what you want.
Yeah.
You need to find someone that have the same belief as you, the same where you wanna go type of thing. You know, you don't want someone who will just wanna have fun, just wanna like get into this.
How about this? Because I know of a person that they dated a lot, but if they would date the person, if they see something that they didn't like or wasn't for them, they would break up. Until now she's married. So I just saying, like, what about like those people that date to see like what works for them and what doesn't?
I hate that type of
I wanted to like point out a difference, because you can say, you're saying, some of you both are saying like date, and you're saying like relationship. If I was like just going on dates, just dating like different guys to see what I like, okay, in that sense it makes sense. But if he's talking about like relationships, then that's where it's like, I don't think it's gonna last for you to stay in one relationship like that.
Okay, let's be clear on the date name. What is date for you guys?
For me, dating is what she said. We go on dates, but we're not exclusive. If we're exclusive, we're in a relationship.
What's in the date though?
Like, you meet a guy,
talking.
Yeah, like you're talking.
Go on dates.
So you
get
just,
to know the person.
it's not,
you just hang out with. It's like a friend.
You're not committed.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're not exactly committed.
No, because in Haiti, dating mean you dating that person, like you dating that person. But here, I feel like dating is just so, like, it's like nothing for Americans, because they just go on dates.
Well,
like it's nothing.
Now it's like there's talking, there's dating, and then there's relationships. Because talking is like, okay, you're just getting to know the person. You don't even know if you're in that realm. But then dating, it's like, okay, we're like getting closer, we're going out, but we're not serious. But if you cement it in like relationship, that means you're leading on to marriage. That's what it means for me. Like, if you're in a relationship, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, you said dating, in a relationship towards marriage, which I totally agree with. You're with someone if you have the hopes of getting married. But I feel like if I just start a relationship, okay, it all depends on the person. Because I was gonna ask, like, what is the time frame of like when you were gonna start from dating to being in a relationship? Because if I talk to you for like, I don't know, 3 months, then we start going out, and then 6 months we've known each other, we're in a relationship. Am I gonna know at that 6 months that I want to be married with you? Because
first of all, you should know that you want to marry that person.
You should be ready
in the dating stage.
Yeah. You should
not even waiting to get in a relationship. If you don't know by the dating space that you're gonna marry him, why get in a relationship with him?
Yeah, it's like, I get.
What
like,
if I don't know?
No, but it's like, I get.
You should know.
I get wanting.
The person could be a great liar.
Oh no.
No, it's like you gotta know for yourself.
Yeah.
Going into it, you gotta know what
and
you
I
want.
promise you pray, Lena.
Exactly,
so I promise you, when you pray, God is gonna give you signs. There's the red flags. That's why you see the red flags. There's a pattern that you're gonna see in that person that's gonna say, you know what? I don't think I want to go further. I promise you, when the time comes, you're gonna see the flags. You're gonna see the flags. There's a lot of flags. So my issue is, when I told you guys my first relationship was at 15. Now, being married and looking back, I'm like, why did I really waste my time with that person when I knew for sure he wasn't in and I wasn't in for the long run? I knew when I was dating that person, it wasn't the person I wanted to marry, because we have two different beliefs, we like two different things, we have two different patterns. So I knew for sure I'm not gonna go in the marriage with that person, so why date him? And I'm thinking that now. So if I had that same level of maturity that I have here, then I wouldn't be going in a relationship just to have fun, because it is really a waste of time. I mean, cause it just block a lot of stuff for you. You have some experience with that person. That now you're just questioning, why did I really go into that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you wanna hang out with someone, if you wanna talk all the time with someone, friends can do that.
But that's where it becomes like confusing, because it's like
Yeah.
a lot of people can get hurt in that. You might want to be like, okay, we're just friends, we're just like having fun, but then they might take it as something serious and be like, well, I really want to be with you, but then you're like, whoa, I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, that's why you have to be upfront with the person. You know what? My mindset is not there yet. I don't want to have a relationship. I just want to have friends. And when I feel like the time is right, I would stop. Yeah.
The person just supposed to wait around for you. But that's the thing also, like,
Well, if he's not for you, he's not gonna be waiting for you. But I promise you, someone who's for you, someone who got that God has for you, he's gonna wait 10 years for you. Let's take an example in the Bible. Who was it? Was it Jacob?
when he had to go like
Work
for the
extra,
Yeah.
because he knew that's what he wanted. So when someone know that you the person that he wants, he's gonna wait around 25 years, boo.
Okay, but even though you tell somebody like, oh, I just want to be friends, that person can still catch feelings.
It's okay if you catch feeling for me, but I let you know before that I'm not in that space yet.
Well.
So if you have feelings for me, you will respect that.
Okay, well, that I think that goes into you also. Don't like be staring out, talking to the person, and being super friendly.
Why not?
But it's fun.
Because we're
But you're not flirting with.
It's fun. If I told you we're having fun, then we're having fun. And now it's up to you to decide what you feel. If the person
Exactly.
feels some type of way, end it with me.
Exactly.
Don't like.
If you feel some type of way, I mean, if you got to the point where you can't be friends with me because your feeling is too much, boo, you can stop the friendship.
Yeah.
You can just let me know often, you know what, it's not working for me. Whenever you're ready, you know about my feelings, let me know.
Period. You can get that out if you want. Then cut it out of it.
No, I'm not gonna cut it out. Okay, so here's the thing though. I have another question. Let's leave the dating early and everything. In your mindset right now, do you guys at a point think about who would you want for a husband?
yeah.
I don't think I'm that far yet.
So you don't think about that yet, right?
I mean, yeah, I think about it I think about my husband, how I want him to be, but it's not something I'm focused on.
Yes, because and that's the age I understand, because it's not your priority right now.
Yeah.
But Lena, you in college. What do you think you will need in a husband?
I don't know. I want someone with like. I wouldn't say equally yoked as me. I want someone more yoked as me, because I mean, you're the guy. A breadwinner.
So you just want to be a housewife? Wow.
I want someone like to be great with God. I want a breadwinner. I want someone that's gonna take care of me, but also take care of himself. Like, I want to bum.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to be so rude, you know?
Wow.
But
yeah.
But right now being married, what I would advise y'all, since you're not even close to get to that point, but let's just say that you were thinking about it, just make sure that you have someone that have, I keep repeating, but that's the main key. If you don't have someone that believes in the same thing as you do, that likes the same thing that you do, not even like, it doesn't have to be the same thing, but in the same area.
Yeah.
It's the key, because you don't want to be in a house and that person is doing this and you're doing your own thing because you don't like the same thing. So it's really a main thing that you get somebody that you can have fun with, because what you like is what he likes and what he likes is what you like. And make sure that when I say believe, when you go down at night to pray, that person can come and join you as well and pray together, because that's the main thing. Because I promise you, love is not enough in a relationship. It's not. It's just not. So talking about love, what do you think? What do you guys think about love? But what do you think love is for you at that age? Because me, love and understanding on my age right now, love to me is a partnership. For you, what do you think love is, Janina? When you think about love, what do you feel? I mean, what do you think it is?
I don't know yet. To be honest, I don't know what love
But
is yet.
yeah, right now. But you feel love, even though you don't have a relationship. You feel love right now. For you, what does it mean? In your 16 years of living, what do you know about love?
I would say love is the unknown, because
She
Let
wanna
me
be a
explain
poet
myself.
so bad.
let me explain myself. Love is the unknown. Like you find, like if you find a person, it's in all the deepest things, the deepest parts of them. So I would say love is just finding the unknown.
But that's a good answer.
But what make you think about it that way, for real?
Because it's true. I said I don't know what it is yet, so I have to find it, right?
You find love in everything, with the thing you eat, the thing you yeah.
Well, I know for me.
What?
Well, for
When
me,
you Lena, don't play with it. And when you eat something, you feel like you're loving the food. You know what? You have that relationship with your food, like it's just something out of the world.
I would
For
say
you, what is love?
love is someone that's, I don't know, there's compartments of understanding, you're caring, but you're gonna hold me responsible accountable when I'm doing something wrong. You're not just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna support you through everything.
it's hard to define love in just one word and just one concept. It's a lot of things. So, I mean, that's just my, what do you say, like specific version of it, but it's so much more than that.
To me, I think love is God. You can find. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I was just saying, 'cause
it's
like,
my understanding of it.
I was just
Because God created everything, and so when I said you find love in food, God created food. Like He make it so good for you to eat. So I think whenever you feel love, if you don't put God in it, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
That's just me, because
So
imagine eating the food without praying. You might be sick after that. Imagine loving someone without praying about it. You might lose that person. It might not work out, because you're just thinking about your love and not the love of God.
Yeah.
The next question that I have for you guys, when y'all decide to have a boyfriend, would y'all, before y'all decide to have a boyfriend, would y'all present him to your parents before you even enter him? Or would you present him when you are sure about it?
I would definitely let them know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, here's so and so. No.
I so agree with you, Jen. I've been saying this
See,
forever.
that's where you're wrong.
No, here's my thing. I'm gonna present. I'm not gonna just say, I agree with you. I'm gonna tell you, hey, I'm talking to so and so. I really like this guy. I think we're gonna start dating, whatever. I'm gonna keep you tabs, but I'm not gonna just present the person and the next, 3 months. I don't think
It's
I'm
not
gonna-
even that.
See,
not
what
even-
is it?
It's like, okay, I'm gonna be like, okay, if I have this recollection in my mind, okay, I'm ready to date, I'm ready to find someone, I'm gonna be like, hey, mommy, papi, I'm ready to find someone. And that's all they need to know, is that I'm gonna find somebody.
No, I don't agree with none of you guys, because that's not what all they need to know. See, when I had a boyfriend at 15, I told him he need to go to my dad and tell him that we're gonna be dating and everything. You're gonna have to present yourself to him and let him know what's gonna happen. Why did I do that? And why you guys should do that? Because the parents will, I don't know if it's something about mom or if it's something about dad, they can tell a person by the first time they see them. They can tell you if he's gonna be good. They can tell you if it's gonna be bad. So once you present him the first time to even waste your time by being in a relationship with them, they're gonna let you know what? Don't even go there. He's not good. Or do you know what? I think I might see a potential here. See? They will give you something. They will tell you about something that you cannot see because you're too blinded by love.
Okay, but here's the thing. If I were to like pray about it first and be like, okay, God, I feel ready, and then I get God's okay, He says I'm ready, then it's like
that's why you should not be afraid to show him to your parents, because if God gives you the okay, God will put your parents in a way to let you know something that He's not letting you.
Your modern American relationship, like the girl meets guy, they start dating, and once they feel ready, they meet the parents. That's how it goes. So I don't understand, just like, if like, and that sends the guy a wrong message as well, like, oh, we just got in a relationship. I don't want this to be too
serious. See, you can't let yet. Then you're gonna tell them if they're not comfortable with that, they can leave.
My brother
into that too.
My brother, like, he was in this relationship, and he the level of family involvement was like such a high, and it was just like it probably put a strain on them. I don't know personally, but I feel like if that was me, I just couldn't do that. If I'm not sure about a person, I'm not gonna just like give you like an open door to my personal life and my family life. Like, I can't do that.
I don't agree with that, Gina. If you not comfortable, if you're not sure about somebody, you shouldn't be dating them.
It's not even about that, though.
I'm getting to know the person, and
if you can get to know somebody by talking. If you're ready to go out with that person, you're putting yourself at risk, Dana.
You first have
because if you're going out with someone that you don't even know, or you don't even feel comfortable for your family to be around them, why go along with that person?
It's not feeling comfortable. It's
be friends,
listen.
And I'm not asking you to just bring them to family gathering or while we're praying together at devotion for you to bring them. But if he's gonna pick you up for a date, he should come knock at the door. We see your face, we see what you look like. We have an interaction, and yes, you can take my daughter out.
An interaction is okay.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if I don't get to know him for myself first, I'm gonna have all these family assumptions.
Gina, we're not gonna be calling the guy.
But it's that's exactly what you guys do. You think I don't see it? I do, because when you guys when one of the family members are in a relationship, you guys involve yourself, and it's this and it's that, and that's why I've made the conception that's my final point is that just studying my family and studying how you guys are, and this might be different for anyone else, but I've just know that guy for myself first, his ins, his outs, so that I can see. And if I'm ready, I will not even if we come on a date, he introduces himself, perfect. You get to see him.
Then that's all I'm saying, Gina. We're not asking you to let us know him. We just by the first date, we need to know what he look like.
Yeah, you'll know.
That's it. That's it. And we're not asking us to go on the date with you, sit with you, let us. We're just asking you before by the look of it of him, or by the look of it only, we can know if it's good or bad, just by looking at him.
Yeah, but it's still okay. So you said relationship, right?
Yeah, relationship.
If it's just a relationship, sure. But if I'm just talking to the person, I don't see a
yes. But even though you're talking to someone, if you're hanging out with him for safety reason, we need to know what he look like.
You can see a picture.
Yeah.
So that leads me to bring that subject in, because you were friends about this. Do you think growing up, your parents treat the boy more freely than they treat you? Do you guys feel like they let them do whatever, and for you guys always some type of issue, and they need to
even a question?
But what do you mean?
It's a fact.
I don't think they do whatever, but they do have more leniency, because I think they think I'm not a feminist or anything, but they are a guy, so it's a little different for them.
And that's a huge concept that we're just raised with, that because not putting anyone out there, but you know, I've just been told sometimes, oh, well, you need to do this because you're the woman. And it's like, yeah, I get that, but then I don't. Because I feel like, not that we should be equal, but it's like, he should have responsibilities as well as me.
Yeah.
And it's
and
not
it's
fair.
for sure that the guy have responsibilities and the girls have responsibilities. Like a man with responsibilities, we all know that he have to work and take care of his family, and he's the head of the household. And us as women, we have to keep the house pretty, take care of exactly your children, with your children, and keep a peaceful and quiet and beautiful house because you're the wife, that's what you are. But I mean, I feel like yes, in Haitian household or even in every household, they let the guys do everything because they feel like they're more responsible than you guys are.
Yeah.
I think like teenage girls mostly are really lightheaded. Let me say yes, and I don't mean lightheaded like you're gonna faint, but I mean lightheaded like you're just boy crazy, or when you in love you can do like the most ridiculous thing, and that's where I don't trust girls. Y'all can do the most ridiculous thing when you're in love, so that's why they have a more restraint with you guys and the boy, because the boys can control themselves and they're not gonna end up I feel like
being,
you know what I'm saying, they're not gonna end up in that way, so
but I feel like being raised up in a Haitian household, I think I have more of a strong head on my shoulders than, per se, Valdez or my brother. Because, like, I'm the youngest.
Now you're calling out Valdez.
Just imagine.
You're calling
not calling him out, but, like, just imagine. I'm the youngest, and he's older than me, and yet I feel like I've been dropped more responsibility than he has.
What do you think? What is those responsibilities?
Yeah. A lot of things, just like, and not even in the sense of like chores, but also in a sense of like, oh, you're supposed to already know this and you're supposed to already be doing this, rather than like what do you mean, like what? Just in general, like, okay, let's say I wanted to like get a job or something, I have to do that on my own. They just expect that you should be able to do certain things on your own. What I wanted is just an understanding that I am the youngest, and I'm gonna, like, it's just a family dynamic that I'm gonna need more, like, paying attention to. But that was never the case. It was always like, oh, well, my only son needs me. Always that.
Also, you're the youngest, and there's 5 ahead of you.
Exactly. But, like, I'm the youngest.
I don't think it's because of girls, of you being a girl and Valdez being a boy. Yes, I feel like it's because you are the youngest, and sometimes when you're the youngest, you have to do. Everybody's asking you to do something because you're just the youngest, and you're here for that, and you are a little helper.
No, it is a fact of just like, cause okay, I remember a time where it's like, me and Valdez, we're closer, and it's like, I would notice that, like, even like, okay, when I was younger, I did get the attention that I needed, but then as I got like older, they just expected that I wouldn't need like their help anymore. And then at a certain point, I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna handle things on my own.
I mean, I feel like you should never stop asking.
It's not a fact of wanting. It's just that they should already know. They should already know.
See, that's what you can expect from people. The way your minds work is not the way other people thinks. The way you think is not what everyone is thinking. If you're thinking we might know that, or we might see it, or we should have understand that, that's not true, because I'm not in your head. I can know exactly what you want or what you need. And if you're going into a relationship, you need to know that, because not every time the other person is gonna know that.
I get that.
Then you should always speak up and have a communication with them. Let them know, what, this is what I need and this is what I want. Because don't expect him to. They should know that, or he should know that. He should know that I want fries, that I want pickles on my fries, and whatever. You can't think like that, Gina.
Okay.
It is kind of selfish. So that's why you always need to let us know, what, this is what I want. Then, after you told us that's what you wanted and we still don't do it, then now you have a reason to be mad.
Yeah.
Okay, but like I said, it's just for me. It's not the same for everyone. It's personally me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, well, we're gonna wrap up, and I had fun talking to these girls. They are amazing. Last question though, to just close everything. Do you think it's hard to be a teenager?
yeah.
No, I think that is the most
It's-
easiest thing.
That's
at
to
that
be a
age, you
teenager.
have your own problems.
That's
also.
the misconception.
No.
That's
I promise you, baby, at
No.
that age, you have a lot of things you're thinking about, a lot of things you're not sure about, and a lot of things that's gonna be confusing.
No,
for you. I
the
think
teenage
it's so-
dream, it seems carefree and peaceful, and that's the misconception. You don't realize what you go through because you just want to see it as all nice and pretty. So that's what you paint it as, and that's
See?
fine. But
It's
it's
not,
not
Rainbows.
easy. It's every single age is hard.
when
When
y'all
you're
get
a
to
baby, you have a problem with people understanding what you're saying.
Yeah, you have to
talk.
be fed.
When you're a teenager,
okay,
different
well,
set of problems.
to me at that age, teenage years or teenage, what that is,
I don't know.
being a teenager is the most easiest thing, the most free thing, the most peaceful
Definitely
thing.
not.
It's the most fun.
There's a lot of pressure.
Hood. Anyways, we had fun talking. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have some question for you to being a teenager, or if you have some comment, you can comment down below and let us know what you think about our subject. We are just sharing our opinion. Thank you for watching Things We Don't Talk About. We love to have some conversation with everyone, and I think next week we will have a conversation with my brother about everything basically. So a guy's perspective, and stay tuned. That's all I can say. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for talking about everything, and stay tuned for next week.
Follow me at _Janina_ GININA. Thank you.
At LEINAA.C in the description. Subscribe.
And comment and like.
And likes. Bye.